Hi everyone, Miss Mary from the Critter Barn. I would like to read you a fun book called Sakes Alive, A Cattle Drive by Karma Wilson. Karma lives in Oregon. She had a little fun writing this book. One day, see the farm here? One day, the cows, notice the detail right here. One day, the cows took Farmer's keys right from his back pocket. They tippy-toed to Farmer's truck and hurried to unlock it. Molly revved the engine up, then rolled the windows down, and Mabel waved to Farmer as they zoomed away to town. The farmer shouted, "Sakes alive, they're going on a cattle drive." They bounced along the bumpy road at quite a frightful speed. "What's that sign say?" Mabel asked, but of course cows can't read. They missed the stop sign. Uh-oh. Molly swerved to miss a car. She dodged it just in time. Mabel cried, "How some folks drive. Should surely be a crime." The sheriff shouted, "Sakes alive, did I just see those cattle drive?" The sheriff flipped his siren on and whipped his car around. Mabel mooed, "I do declare, what is that awful sound?" Molly shrugged, "I couldn't say. A flock of noisy geese?" Meanwhile, sheriff hollered out, "Pull over, stop, police." He called for backup, "Sakes alive, we've got to stop this cattle drive." His deputies said, "Are you sure? Since when do cattle drive?" The sheriff yelled, "Well, these ones can. They're going 85. The 3 police cars joined the chase. "Mabel, look," said Molly. "Those cars have pretty flashing lights." And Mabel said, "Good golly." The deputy cried, "Sakes alive, really is a cattle drive." Mabel pointed up ahead. "I do believe that's town." Molly uttered, "Where's the brakes? Help, I can't slow this down." They whizzed right past the firehouse. The chief yelled, "Holy cow, they're headed for the mayor's place. Let's stop those cattle now." The firemen screamed, "Sakes alive, Mayor, move, a cattle drive." They sideswiped mayor's flower bed. They barely missed his garden shed. The mayor shook his fist and said, "Cattle shouldn't drive." They roared through town. The sirens blared. The townsfolk gathered round and stared. "A town parade," they all declared. Oh. Watch those cattle drive. "Turn the key off," Mabel cried. The pickup slowed, the engine died. Molly fainted, Mabel sighed. "Next time, let me drive." The truck stopped by the city jail. The crowd began to cheer. "The best parade we've ever seen. Let's do this every year." The people wanted autographs, but cows, of course, can't spell. They stamped their hooves in pads of ink, which worked out rather well. The mayor muttered, "Sakes alive, the whole town loves the cattle drive." The farmer galloped into town. He had to ride his horse. The sheriff asked, "Are these your cows?" And the farmer said, "Of course." "Come on, cows, we'd best get home. Dinner's on the table." The horse neighed, "Farmer, may I drive?" And Molly looked at Mabel. Those cows both giggled. "Sakes alive, since when have you seen horses drive?" cute book. Do you know what a cattle drive is? You might want to look that up with your parents. When people move cows from grazing out in a pasture to another area, men and women on horseback will go along with the cows. And there's probably no fences in between destinations, but it's called a cattle drive. And they stay on the outside and the back of the cattle, and a few lead out front to move those animals to another large area where they can graze grass. It's called a cattle drive. They drive the cattle to another place, but not in Farmer's truck. Hopefully you can join us at 11 o'clock as we do Facebook Live, and possibly we'll come and have other programming that you can watch with your friends in your class. Thanks for joining us today for this book. Wish you all well. Bye-bye.